This race is tightening. New polling out tonight has Republican opponent Winsome Earle-Sears, the lieutenant governor of the Commonwealth, creeping up 42% to Spanberger's 49%. That is 2 points closer than last month. Let's bring in Virginia's lieutenant governor and Republican candidate for the governorship, Winsome Earle-Sears. Lieutenant Governor, it's fantastic to see you. I was looking at the ads that Spanberger was using to attack you, and she's attacking you for being pro-life. On your side, what is your path to victory? How do you see it?
So actually, those polls, don't believe them. We are much closer. What we have is we are either down to or break even or up to. Those polls are historically wrong. So we're much closer, and all you have to do is look at what my opponent is doing, and you understand she doesn't believe that poll, because her polls are showing her exactly what ours are, that she is in trouble because she doesn't have the common sense ideas. Her ideas are going to raise our cost of living because she, of course, wants only one form of energy, which is solar and wind. And then what? And then, of course, she wants to keep nude men in girls' bathrooms, in girls' sports, and in girls' locker rooms. And she couldn't answer that question on the debate stage. She couldn't answer so many questions on the debate stage. She's not right for Virginia. So that's why we're going to win.
All right, Lieutenant Governor, you have some oxygen being taken out of the governor's race because of those two down ballot races for Attorney General and the candidates who want to replace you as Lieutenant Governor. How much of an issue is the Jay Jones debacle for Abigail Spanberger, and has she done enough to distance herself from the fracas?
Well, see, the problem for her is that she has on her ticket the nominee for Attorney General who has advocated for murder for his political opponents, and not just his murder, but the murder of his children as well, his two young children, 2 and 5, who, by the way, Jay Jones, the nominee on their side, he knows very well because they ran around the General Assembly building, and so he remembers them. And instead of Abigail Spanberger, telling him to get out of the race, she's made some political calculations that if she tells him to get out, well, certain people are going to be upset. If she tells him to stay in, other people are going to be upset. So she says, well, I'm just going to say I'm just disgusted with murder. She wants to be governor, and she's simply just disgusted with the idea of murder. Furthermore, she herself has said that to her supporters, let your rage fuel you. As if we don't have enough political violence. So I want to ask Abigail, rage fuel what, Abigail, and for whom, and to what end? So she is also, I believe, disqualified.
Lieutenant Governor, there was a man at a James Madison football game whose son plays on the team who was screaming. He works for a division of Lockheed Martin, and he was screaming racist things about you. Ow. And I saw it on, we're not playing it, but I saw it and I thought, like, is that what the Democrats have become? I mean, that's who is the loudest voice, in essence, for somebody like Abigail Spanberger. And that's not what the Commonwealth, and that's not what the Commonwealth is about.
You know, here's the thing. That man has given to only Democratic candidates. So, of course, he believes on his side and that ideology. And here's the thing. My dad came to America with only $1.75 at the height of the Civil Rights Movement, 17 days before Dr. King gave his I Have a Dream speech. And here I am now, second in command in the former capital of the Confederate States. And yet here comes the Democrats, always the race card, always the race card. Why? Why would you do that? You said you care about black people. Well, here I am. You said you care about women. Well, here I am. You said you care about immigrants. Here I am. When are you going to start caring about people just to care about them? When are you going to talk about ideology instead of racism? These people never let the wound heal, and they're the ones who are causing it.
So where do the parents stand who were so activated for Governor Youngkin, who were left out in the cold during the pandemic, and whose desire for school choice led them to vote for a Republican governor. Are they still part of your coalition?
Oh, absolutely, because you see, the Democrats haven't learned, because it's always about control and control of the people's children as well. Well, I'm the one who's saying, parents, I'm on your side. My opponent, Abigail Spanberger, has voted against the Parents' Rights Act when she was in Congress, and it simply said this: if you're transitioning my child in the school system, I need to know. She voted against that. Also said, if my child is not reading and doing math, etc., on grade level by the time they're in the 3rd grade, I need to know as the parent. She voted against the parents knowing. Also, if there's violence happening in schools, I as the parent need to be notified. Voted against that. None of what she stands for makes any sense. Who do you stand for, Abigail? I think you're only supporting yourself.
Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earle-Sears, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Great to see you, Lieutenant Governor.